Yes, I think we are live on YouTube as well. And if you can join in on YouTube as well, or if you're on TikTok, it's okay. If you think TikTok is better, then it is okay. But I am also live on YouTube to answer this question that was asked by one of my followers. And we're going to go through it and I show you what the question is about. So literally in this video, I'm going to be talking about how AI creates images in seconds, and I'll show you how it works. But most importantly, it's not about the topic. It's all about how you prompt artificial intelligence to make these images. And I'm going to be running for 1 hour in this video to show you steps by step that you can follow to if you want, for example, to polish your photos or to reproduce your photos using artificial intelligence, all for free. So, and this came about a question that I recently received from one of my followers, and they asked me a very interesting question. And she was like, this follower of mine, she was like, Mr. Andy, how are people creating those insane images everywhere on social media? And the ones that I normally or usually see you posting as well. How do you create those photos? So I was touched a bit, and I decided to make this video for not for only for our, but for everyone that each and every one of my followers to get to see how these images are actually created. And so today I decided not just to explain it, but to actually show you live how AI image creation works step by step. And by the end of this live session, I truly understand that you will also understand and grasp something on how AI generates images, how prompting or asking this AI to make or create these images works, and how creators make cinematic AI art, and how you can start creating your own images today, and stop wondering how people are creating them. So this is something that is good for you. So if you're new here, my name is Andy Frenzy, and I am a digital creator, and I post nowadays I post much about artificial intelligence, and I want to actually create a community where people understand artificial intelligence, because I'm quite sure so many Africans are left behind when it comes to artificial intelligence, which is a very crucial item, a very crucial thing to know at this stage before it is too late. Because I've said it over and over again that today, if you're not well conversant with AI and you cannot use AI to work smarter and faster, trust me, there are people who are going to leave you behind in it. And before you know it, that boss of yours where you work will be not will not be left with any option other than putting you on a side, or canceling you out. So in this video or this live session, this is all about AI image creation. And like you see on the screen, for those of you who are on TikTok, above there is Gemini, and that is a free version. We shall see how many photos it will give us today, and how many photos we can create and improve using that using Google Gemini. And on YouTube, it is the same thing. I'll be strobing between screens to show you how everything works. So if you're new here, just follow me, or you can as well subscribe to my YouTube channel, where we are broadcasting live right now. So without further ado, let me just send some shout outs to some people who are on TikTok. I see Queen B, shout outs to you. I see Grace Janat, thank you for being active. Yeah, you've been here since Monday. Yeah, so and I see the Explorer, Sir, I see you, Evergood, Brand Nails, or Bram Nails, I see you, brother. And Mr. Freeman, I see you as well. And for those of you who are on YouTube, shout outs to you. Thank you for joining. My name is Andy Frenzy. Tugenda kuyita mu bintu bino mu mpola mpola. Thank you so much, sir. So, yeah. Now, the big question is was how do people create these images, and me myself included. How do I create these images that you normally see I post on my TikTok, Instagram, and all over my social media platforms, Facebook, everywhere. If you've been following closely on Facebook, I've been explaining a lot about the things and so much about artificial intelligence, actually deeply, because on Facebook, that's where I post most of the things about artificial intelligence. And here on TikTok, I'll be coming live to show you or walk you through about several things. And at the end of this video, we shall be looking at a very crucial thing that we did yesterday. Actually, you remember yesterday we created that image there, that graffiti image that you see on the screen, and we created it. Let me see if those on YouTube are also watching the same thing. Yes. So yeah, on yesterday we created that image, and you saw how we created it, but it was very easy. Somebody who was looking at the way we created it, it took us seconds, but people do not know the art that is behind creating such an image. I just gave an input, a reference face to an AI, and I prompted it to with the style, with the vibe, the background that I needed, the slime, the font that I needed, and everything that you see about the photo. It is me who created it. So I explained to the AI and asked it what I wanted, and it produced this photo that you see on your screen right here. So at the end of this video, we shall be going deep on how to turn this image that you see to a video by just typing a simple sentence, and I turn the image to a video. And you see how AI is so deep, and how people actually who are very smart right now, or who entered into AI or who dived into AI earlier, are just reaping a lot of money by doing such things that we're going to be doing. So this is just something that we shall see, or it will be like a bonus for you guys on how to turn those images to videos. So if you're looking forward to become a content creator, for example, it will be very easy for you to understand how people actually create content nowadays. So if you find any video on the internet, don't just trust all the videos that you see or you watch on the internet, because I mean, there's a lot of AI work that is running all over internet. And recently statistics showed were proven that nowadays it is over 65% of the content that is running all over social media and is going viral is made using artificial intelligence. So be smart out there and don't be lowered, because I mean, there's so much that is going on. So if you find a video of Donald Trump maybe removing his pants down, do not trust such videos, because I mean, yes, you could see it as a funny video, but that is artificial intelligence. So yensonga lwaki I want always to walk you through these steps such that you get to understand how each and everything works. So back to you guys on TikTok. So when I was asked this question, I decided I will find time, and this is the right time to walk you through on how to create these images. So we always say first things first, and I need engagement from you guys. If you're just new here on TikTok, all you have to do to help me push this video is to tap the screen, because buli omu yeebuuza creating ntya ebifaananyi ebyo bye mulaba, you know, kubanga it's not all about just inputting a photo and then you send it to AI nakola byoyagala. No, it's all about creativity. Olina okubeera very creative ng'ocreatinga ng'ozannya ne AI oba ne artificial intelligence. Olina okuba nti gwe kennyini gwe agibuulira ki ekyokukola. Gwe kennyini gwalina okuwandiikamu ki kyoyagala okusinziira ku kumanya kwo gwe ayina okukola omulimu ogwo, so si artificial intelligence gukolera, gwe ayina okugukola. Yes, of course, nja kubalagawo n'enkola endala gy'osobola okukozesa ekifaananyi ky'osiimye nga kirabika bulungi n'osaba artificial intelligence akudescribingira ekifaananyi ekyo nga bwe kifaanana, then n'okwata ebigambo ebyo ebiri byakudescribingidde n'obiimprovingamuko katini n'obikyusamuko katini, then ate gwe n'obikozesa ku kifaananyi kyo n'obanga osobola okukola ki, okukikola nga ekifaananyi kyo kisobola okukyuka ne kifaanana ng'ekyoli mu kala naye nga tebakyusizza ate feesi yo. Kati okukyusa feesi n'okubeera nti artificial intelligence akuwa feesi eyiyo ku kifaananyi, gw'olina okukimugamba kuba oba tokimugambye tajja kukitegeera. Kati ebyo byonna n'ezo steps ze njagala okubayisaamu in this video. So that's what I want to show you guys. That's why I'll be using both Luganda and English when we are on live. And yeah, so first things first, what you have to do, you must have a photo of you, a selfie of you that has no filters. That is the first thing. A selfie of you that has no filters. Omanyi abasinga mwagala filter. Oteekamu ekifaananyi n'okyusamu ka filter neweetunuzaamu newekuba olw'okuba nti oh yes of course buli muntu ayagala okulabika obulungi. So ebyo byonna ebya filters AI ejja bikolako nga bw'ogenda okulaba. Naye the most important thing nti weetaaga ekifaananyi ng'okikubidde mu light ennungi nga yeggwe kennyini face yo AI esobole okugiraba obulungi. Ejja sobola okugirongoosa n'okugiwa tooni gy'oyagala okusinziira nga bw'onooba ogisabye, as long as ekifaananyi ky'ogiwadde si kya filter. Bw'onoogiwa ekifaananyi kya filter ejja kubuzaabuzibwa feesi yo, oyinza okwesanga ng'ebifaananyi byonna by'onooproducinga oba by'onooba ng'ogisaba okukola tebijja kuvaayo bulungi nga bwe byandivuddeyo. Ensonga lwaki mulaba abamu abagezezzaako mba waliwo abagezezzaako waneeno okukozesa artificial intelligence ng'olaba nti by the end of the day when you try to input a photo with filters and try to request AI to regenerate a photo of you, your face will not come out perfect. Some of you, most of the time, AI will be confused because of the filters that you have in the photo that you gave it as a reference. So avoid filters when you want your face to be perfected by artificial intelligence. So, second thing, you must know the style of the photo that you really want. You know, you must know the style. So AI has been trained on millions or billions of images and patterns, you know, because this has been done so before they produced this AI to the public. This was done. All this research was done by the people who produced all these AIs that we are using right now. And it has learned, they taught it shapes, lighting, colors, textures, faces, artistic styles, and then for AI it predicts what the image should look like based on your words. So ngera bwe nkunyonyodde nti AI bagitraininga nga tebannabagireeta mu public emirundi gyonna ku buli kintu kyonna ekikwatagana ku bifaananyi ne bagiraga ekikula ky'ebifaananyi, light y'ebifaananyi ebibeera etya, colors ezo, textures zinaafaanana zitya, faces oyinza zikola otya, n'ebirala byonna ebikwatagana ku art w'ebifaananyi babisomesa artificial intelligence oba ebyuma bino ba language models zino ze tukozesa okuproducing ebifaananyi way before. So just to remind you, we are live and streaming on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. So If you're very conversant with YouTube, osobola okugenda ku YouTube and you watch the live session on YouTube or under Frenzy. And yeah, if you're okay here nga screen ekulabikira okay wano nacho kijja kuba bulungi. So important, this is a very important thing for beginners. When you think of AI, think of AI like an artist that has seen almost every art and style on earth. Buli art ne style yonna eri ku nsi kuno emulabye, kubanga bagisomesa buli kintu kyonna bino ebintu bye twateekanga baphotographer ne bakuba ebifaananyi ne babiteeka ku online nga bo bakopa you know. So but instead of drawing manually, it generates instantly. Yo tegenda kukubiranga ono w'ekifaananyi wajjaawo ne yeemola n'akugamba tereera bw'oti oterere bwoti ate tuukamu bwoti emikono giteeke wano. Ebyo byaba cameraman, ye AI tabikola. AI kyakola akutegeka bulungi nnyo, olumuwa bwoti ebigambo mu just seconds ng'akuwadde ekifaananyi. So just give me 1 minute guys, ngenda kuba ate nkomawo naye nga wendi kati essaawa no. Just give me a minute, I'm coming back, don't go away. Let me hope you're still here. Yep, I see you. Yep. So, yeah, like I was saying that AI, instead of drawing manually, for it generates instantly. Yo terinzalinza oba teronzalonza, olugiwa gwe olugisaba ky'oyagala yo nga ekikuweerawo mu kaseera ako. Tekulinda ekikuweerawo nga bw'oba ogikisabye, you know. So that's why it is very important okubeera mu details oba okunnyonnyola obulungi kikyoyagala ekole. You know, it is very important because wonnyonnyola obubi, still AI ejja kukuwa ekyo ky'onnyonnyodde you know. So that's why you see that some people get better outputs than the others, or than others, because those who perfect the prompting are the ones who get even better outputs. Prompting gye tugenda okugendamu tutegeere prompting kyeki. Prompting when njogera ku prompting mba ntegeeza ebigambo ebyo by'oteeka oba by'owandiikira AI ekole ng'ogisaba ekole, you know. So there are types of AI image styles. So styles zino tugenda kuzitunuulira oba tugenda kuzogerako bwe tuti nti for example we have realistic photography. Realistic photography ekifaananyi kiba kirabikira ddala nga face ye y'omuntu yennyini, you know. So tubeeramu cinematic portraits, we have for example fashion photos, and we have the travel scenes. For example, I can pick a picture of anybody or any of you guys who are here on TikTok or YouTube who are watching live. I can pick a photo of you guys and I just place you in New York, or I place you in Paris on a vacation, you know, just by explaining to AI where I want you, your face, and a person of everything about you. And it works even better if I have the whole body of you, because then AI will perfect you 100%. So then I place that photo nga sikyeditinze. I just ask AI to place you in Paris, to place you in Santorini, to place you in the middle of New York on maybe Broadway walking, or taking a walk on Broadway, by just explaining, you know. Then another style that we have is called the anime style, or the animated pictures. We have the manga characters, and we have the fantasy warriors, and we have also what we call digital art, and for example sci-fi, and maybe gaming thumbnails, abantu abali mu gaming ennyo. Then we have the fantasy art, where we see dragons, we see magical worlds, ng'omuntu okoze just fantasy. You know, fantasy art, you can think about of maybe Mars, you can think about Jupiter, life on Jupiter, you know, ngabe mtu mulaba mu Star Wars ebyo webityo. Those are the things that we call fantasies. Then we have what we called product mock-ups. Product mock-ups is very important to people who are into businesses, you know, business owners. If you want to make, for example, if you want to make an advert about your business, this is where artificial intelligence helps you, and you do not spend a lot of money making those, you know, very expensive branding, you know, visuals, adverts and stuff like that. This is where product mockup works. I can pick a photo of Will Smith, for example, and I ask AI that I want Will Smith to hold my product. And after asking AI to, you know, I just give AI my product, and I give AI a product, and I give AI the image of Will Smith, and definitely AI will produce a photo or an image of Will Smith holding my product, advertising it. So for me to be able to get the best picture out of artificial intelligence, I have to explain more of what I want, because sometimes AI also makes mistakes. If I want, for example, Will Smith to hold that product, for example, let's see maybe a Coca-Cola bottle, I'll explain, I want you to make, I want you to produce a product mock-up image of from these two images, of a man in the first image, because I've given AI two images, of a man in the first image holding the product in the second image in his left hand. Now I'm being specific, because I'm just streamlining and asking AI a specific thing. I do not expect the produced video or the generated image that will be generated instantly by AI to be holding my product in the right hand, because I've been specific in the left hand. That's where I want it. Then I can as well change the environment by explaining in the prompt. That's how prompting works. so gwe byonnyonnyola munda ng'onnyonnyola AI mu kifaananyi kyo ky'oba oyagala by'otandika okuwandiikamu nga tonnabisindikira AI byekwata negatheringa bulungi nnyo neekuwa instantly nga gwe bw'oba ogisabye ngere mujja okulaba bwe tukola example. So then there is also what we call a social media content. That is where people come in, and they are this is like taking over. Maybe let me say 40. Let me not exaggerate a lot. Let it be 40. In my own opinion, 40% of the content now that is on Instagram is made by AI or is made using AI. Instagram posts nadala abaposting ebifaananyi, YouTube thumbnails right now. Thumbnail jenina kati ku video yange eri ku YouTube about this live session that we are on right now. The thumbnail has been created using ChatGPT. Yeah, and I can show you the thumbnail has been created using ChatGPT. I'll show you right away what I mean. Let me see. No, I cannot. You cannot see it. Let me just show you the thumbnail. I may show you the thumbnail that I'm talking about. So here you go, the image, and this has been it. This is it. So for those of you who are on YouTube, you can see it right away. That's the thumbnail. This thumbnail that you see right here has been created using artificial intelligence. And I use actually ChatGPT to create the thumbnail right here. I've used ChatGPT. So think of it. It was created just in seconds with the topic that I'm talking about, how AI creates images in seconds. And this video is going to be 1 hour. So I'm going to be here strictly 1 hour. And it noted that on the thumbnail. So for those of you on TikTok, let me show you as well what I'm talking about. So I made this image right here that you're about to see. It will pop up, don't worry, in a second. So this image right here, this is the thumbnail. It has been created in seconds using artificial intelligence. I just gave it, the only thing I gave artificial intelligence or AI was my image. That's the only thing. The rest I just texted. I texted that create a YouTube thumbnail with this topic that suits the topic that I'm going to be broadcasting live for 1 hour on TikTok and YouTube. And it was created in seconds. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of creativity that I am talking about, that AI helps most people. And most people do not know. That's why I mentioned that if you are into any profession and you cannot use AI, some people like secretaries, we have a secretary right here, Janat, you're there. Some people bring letters when they are handwritten. Now, what you can do, you can take a picture of that image, handwritten letter, and then upload it on ChatGPT, and you ask ChatGPT to create a Word document that is downloadable from the attached image, detailing or putting everything from the image as it is in the Word document. In about 15 seconds, ChatGPT will give you a downloadable link which you can tap and download every detail that has been handwritten in a Word document. And your job as a secretary is to polish it a bit. Instead of wasting time picking that paper and start typing. Typing. You take, yes, there are some people who are very good and, who have a very nice speed, on type with, when they're typing. But just think about the 15 minutes that I just mentioned. You upload an image that is handwritten, and then artificial intelligence would give you, or will just create and generate in seconds a Word document that you can edit. Even if it is a table, it can generate a worksheet, whether in Excel, whether in Word, whether you need a PDF, it will do it instantly. You see? So yensonga lwaki tulina okwembracinga artificial intelligence in all ways that we can, okusobola okubeera nga tuscalinga up, n'okusobola okuba nti tumanya nti taliiwo kutwala mirimu gyaffe, wabula aliwo okutuyamba ku bintu ebimu, you know. So that is how it is. So bye tugenda okuba nga tuyitamu. So katika ndabe nga tufunayo example emu gye tusobola okutandikirako nga tuyita mu tutorial yaffe eno. And in this case, I am going to be I'm going to be uploading an image of, let me see if I find a neutral image. Yes, let me upload an image of somebody right here. This was one of my followers. You see the image. Let me see if all of you guys are seeing it. Those of you who are on YouTube, you see the image of that lady. It's one of my followers who I created an image for. So, but I want to show you how everything works, like from scratch. Yeah, let me see if those of you on TikTok you're watching. Yeah, this to upload in the cut right now. Ekifaananyi ky'omukyalo oyo gwe mulabaawo kiriro yakubisa bukubisa simu, naye tuwagala tutandika okulaba nti bw'oba otandika okubuuza AI ekibuuzo ng'oyagala improving ekifaananyi ekyo, oyinza gibuuza otya, you know, kuba tunyonyose ne tugamba nti mu bintu by'olina okuteekako essira ng'obuuza artificial intelligence, olina okumanya ebikwatagana ku styles z'ebifaananyi, you know, olina okumanya ebikwatagana ku shape zaabyo, ku color, ku light, texture ne faces. Ebyo bintu oba olina okubinnyonnyola, you know. So oba si kyo n'ofuna engeri ennyangu ekifaananyi ky'osinze oba kye weegomba ng'okiraba kirabika bulungi, n'okiwa artificial intelligence, n'okiwa AI nga ChatGPT, n'ogigamba ChatGPT nsaba ombuulire ondescribingire colors ez'omuntu oyo nga bw'ali mu kifaananyi ekyo n'engoye z'ayambadde, ompe prompt gye nsobola okukozesa okumodifyinga ekifaananyi kyange. ChatGPT ejja kuwa prompt eyo. Weegikuwa ogitunuulire bulungi, ogikyuseemuko, kati nejja kuwa style y'ekifaananyi ky'ogiwadde, ekuwe color, ekuwe skin tone, ekuwe face, buli kimu ekikuwe. Then gwe ogiwe ekikyo ogigambe nti ChatGPT mbadde nkusaba. In this case tuyinza ogenda mu ChatGPT kuba naye esobola okukola ebifaananyi. Mbadde nkusaba, you know, okwate ekifaananyi kyange face eno ogi-integrating mu prompt eno gye nkuwadde, onkolere ekifaananyi ekyange ku face yange n'omubiri gwange. Instantly, without wasting time, AI would do that. Would definitely do that thing. Ngere mugenda okulaba. So let's start with this example. It's very easy. And but before we go into that, the most important part is prompting, like I mentioned. This is the core section. You know, the quality of the image depends heavily on the quality of your prompt. So if your prompt is poor, like you see in the beginning, the image will be poor. So if I'm breaking out prompting into a formula, this is what you need to understand. Your great AI image will equal to a good subject, a good style, good lighting description, a good camera angle description, and detailed fashion. Because, I mean, bw'ogigamba nti mpa ekifaananyi nga ndi bwereere ejja kuwa ekifaananyi ng'oli bwereere. Bw'ogigamba mpa ekifaananyi nga nyambadde gomesi ejja kuwa ekifaananyi ng'oyambadde gomesi. Naye oyambadde gomesi ya kala ki? Gomesi eriko bujogoli ki nga bwe batera ogiteekako budayamandi, batera ogiteekako obuglitters biki, ebyo byonna. You are the one to explain that to AI. Bw'ogigamba bugambi nti mpa gomesi ya green era ejja kuwa plain gomesi ya green nga gy'oyambadde. Bw'ogigamba bugambi nti mpa African attire ejja kugezaako okubeera ng'ekolayo African attire ku ebyo bye baagisomesa yonna gy'ejja okuteekako gy'eneebeesazeewo at that very moment, instantly, So, the subject, when I talk about the subject, what is in the image? For example, is it a warrior? Is it a cat? Or is it a futuristic city? Or a person, like, normal person. Then in the style, what artistic style do you want? For example, do you want a cinematic image? Do you want an animated image? Or an anime? Do you want a watercolor? Do you want an hyper-realistic image? You are the one to explain that. In the lighting, lighting changes everything because, for example, you may have a golden hour, you may have the neon lighting, you may have the dramatic shadows, you may have the soft lighting, bino ebintu byonna just a common person tosobola bitegeera ne AI ekuyambako, okubi integrating mu kifaananyi, and you produce a better or a very good photo. So the camera angles, oyagala kukubira ekifaananyi mu angle kyobe kukolera ekifaananyi mu angle ki, it makes images look professional. The angles, do you want a close-up shot? Do you want a wide angle, an aerial view, or a portrait shot? Those are the kind of, examples that you have to include in the camera angle. So, and the details, and this separates the amateurs from pros, because this is where you understand that this guy is good at prompting, when their details of the prompt are, surpassing imaginations. For example, do you have the ultra detailed? Do you have the 8K? Do you have the realistic textures? Do you have the depth of field? You have to explain that yourself when you want AI, if you want AI to give you a great image. Ebyo byoyina okukola. So, right now, ngenda tandika bwenti. Let's start with this example that we see, or you guys see on your screen. We have uploaded the image of this lady here, and we are going to just type in a naive prompt. An image, create naive prompting. We are going to say, create an image, of this lady standing in the city. Just like that. Create an image of this lady standing in the city. And then we send it to AI. Wait and see what AI will do. We are using Google Gemini. Create an image of this lady standing in the city. So now AI is saying, here is your likeness captured during a walk in the city, but it will just be created in just a few seconds. Yeah. So this is the thing. This is a naive prompt, and AI has generated the image of this lady walking in a city or taking a walk in a city. Trust me, look at this image. This is her right here. This is her, isn't it? Tusabye busabi image AI ekwata omukyalo ono nga taking a walk mu city. raw just naive prompting tetu explaining ebintu bingi kukifuula kintu kirala nnyo. I think those of you who are on YouTube, you're watching the same thing exactly. You're watching the same thing. So now, if AI can do this, omukyalo ono nemukwata wuno emuzizza mu city, taking a walk in the city. Look at that. Tell me if this isn't the lady that we are looking at. Oyinza okugamba nti yes, okusinziira ku nze, according to me who is a pro, nti ndaba nga face eyina keebuzeemu katono nnyo, naye omubiri ndaba nga gwegwo, ndaba nga skin tone yeeyo, emutadde mu kibuga tosobola na kumanya, tebirimu bino simanya crop and paste eby'abantu bye bakola n'ogenda mu crop n'cropping ekifaananyi n'olaba nga eno ku booda yaakyo kuliko obuntuntu obweruyeru ng'olabirawo ddala nti bakicroppinze. Ono emutaddeyo ng'olwedde omuntu eyamukuba ekifaananyi ng'akutte essimu. And it has produced such an image. Tell me, naawe kirowoozeeko nga ggwe, isn't artificial intelligence amazing? So now we are going to improve our prompting. Tugenda gi-improvingamu katono tukolemu ekintu ekirala nnyo. Tugenda gamba, let's create a cinematic portrait of a confident lady in the image attached, standing in a futuristic Tokyo street at night. Neon lighting, rainy atmosphere, and ultra-realistic shallow depth of field in 8K. So we are going to do this. Let me do this. Kanzije bulungi nnyo. Now we are going to upload the image again. We are going to upload the image of the same lady. Then, instead, this time around, we are going to say, create a portrait of a confident woman using the uploaded image as reference. It's very important. Create, we need to start with create a cinematic portrait of a confident woman using the uploaded image as reference. Then, to improve it more, for face and identity. This will perfect the facial shape of this lady. It will try to perfect the facial face of this, the facials of this lady. So, standing in a futuristic Tokyo street at night, then to explain in the lighting, twagala neon lighting, then rainy atmosphere, mujamberamu akakuba, then ultra realistic and shallow depth field at 8K. So let's try to see what artificial intelligence will do. Ffe nga tugiwa ekifaananyi kyaffe, nga tugiwa ne prompt yaffe. Eno prompt kati eri much more polished to specifics. Yensonga lwaki mugenda kulaba nga at least maybe output egenda okujja egenda kubeera much more different from the naive statement that we used previously. Mu previous gundi yaffe eno. Kati mulabe difference eriwo. Olaba. Do you see this, guys? This is her. Face evuddeyo nga bweri yennyini. Temukyusizza ngoye. Kubanga ngambye njagala reference ne identity esigale nga yeemu. wabula neemutoninga bulungi nnyo skiini ye neeba ng'erabikira ddala nga eyeekubya ekifaananyi ng'ali mu tocho. Because guys, if you've not been to Japan, this is how tocho looks like. Muchiro, you know. So this is artificial intelligence, and this is where we are. So for my friend who was wondering how you can create such photos using artificial intelligence, at least I'm answering your question broad live. I'm answering your question live in broad day. Most of the things that you've been asking yourself are not what it is. If you thought that it was very hard for AI to create an image, or you need complicated and confiscated software to create these images, not at all. Not at all, my friend. Yeah? So, this is it. Now, I'm going to give this AI an even more sophisticated prompt. More sophisticated prompt mba ntegeeza ki? A prompt nga erina details ezisinga ku zino ze tugiwadde nga ya mukyala. Kati, let me just, I have already made prompt right here. So, we are going to use the same image. Those of you who are on YouTube, you're seeing the same thing. So, no worries. Abali ku YouTube, you're seeing the same thing. Abali ku TikTok, you're watching the same thing as well. So, let's do this. Let's now give a more sophisticated and explain further, or detailed prompting. Detailed prompting. So we will pick the same image. Tetugenda chusa. Tetugenda chusa. Tugenda funa omukyala y'omu. But this time around, we are going to give it more details. You know, more details. No change in the face. Kati, now we are saying use my picture to generate a full body ultra realistic portrait of a confident, elegant black woman standing indoors, you know. But I usually tell people you have to be detailed and straight to the point when you're explaining to artificial intelligence. And the more you explain, the better the output. So leka tutwalingeko okumugamba aleme kukyusa face nnyo, and we say the only statement that would perfect that would be use my attached image as reference for face and identity. To generate a full body ultra realistic portrait of a confident, elegant black woman standing indoors in modern art Halloween. So okay, so now let's try this prompt, and you see this is a very detailed prompt. Erimu ebintu bingi nnyo, so njagala mulabe difference okuveera ku statement emu gye twakoze then okutuuka ku prompting efaananako bweti. So now let's give this to AI and we see what it will create. You're going to see magic right here. Kubanga, this prompting right now that I'm using right now, it is detailed. It has almost everything that we mentioned before. You know, what did we mention that AI must have? You know, we mentioned about, we talked about the subject, the style, the lighting, the camera angle, and the details. This prompt that we are using, it has all that embedded in it. Buli kimomo ekiri, you know. So let's see the output. Guys, I think teri kulanga kulala. AI is here to do massive stuff. Look at that. Look at that. I described the dress that I want. I described the environment that I wanted. I described the face. Look at that. Mbuulira oba wano cameraman yasigaza omulimu. Ba photographers basigaza omulimu. Twakatuulira wano gye tutandikidde mbuulira oba ba photographers basigaza omulimu nga nsobola okufuna obufunyi ekifaananyi kyo mu inbox yange ne nkukolera ebifaananyi byonna by'oyagala. Nga tokyusizza ngoye nga tokoze ekintu kyonna nze ne nkukolera engoye nga nkozesa artificial intelligence. Tell me. Tell me. Look at this. These are all beautiful photos. These are all beautiful photos. Look. Tell me guys. Mu butuufu. Oba AI teyazze kulema wano. You know? This is now what I'm talking about when I talk about AI, and when I tell you guys, muyina embracing AI whether you like it or not, because if not, mugenda kulekebwa emabega nnyo nnyini ddala. Because let's look from the beginning where we started. We started with just a simple statement. Nayo neetuwa output. Olw'ensonga nti artificial intelligence ategeera nnyo ne woba ogiwadde sentence bu sentence egenda kukolera ekifaananyi. We gave it this photo. This is the photo of one of my followers. Bamuyita Justin. Abeera wano ku TikTok lwakuba leero tatujoyininze. Naye namukolera ekifaananyi nga lunaku lwe nali ndi wano nga nkola ebifaananyi. This is the photo that she sent in the Telegram group. Then I made a photo of her. You know. So, kino ekifaananyi kyennyini namukolera mu kifaananyi ki. Let me show you guys what the photo that I made for her actually. Yeah, abali ku TikTok. Let me just, remember, if you were here, you can remember the photo that I made for her. And it is from my premium prompts. Prompts zibeera premium of the photo that I make for such people. Nabalagako bulazi nti zino zibeera premium zo si prompts. Oba oyagala prompts singa zino ng'oyagala okuzikozesa mu group yange ya Telegram mweziri, naye eziri premium zo sizigabira bwereere. Eziri premium omuntu waba azaagala ba photographers bazikozesa kati ennaku zino. Yeah, so ezo zo zibeera za kasente. And this is the image that I made for her for free. Tell me, namwe mu rating, rate that image and tell me. Rate that image and tell me. Yeah? Rate it. Abali ku TikTok, For abali ku YouTube, I think, let me show you also the same thing. From YouTube, I'll show you the image that I made for this person right here. So this was the image that I made for her. This is the image that I made for her. So it was like from that to that. You can imagine what AI could do. Just think of it. Photograph oba omukubi w'ebifaananyi wano ali ludda wa. Omukubi w'ebifaananyi kimulekawa kino kimulaba kino kimulekawa. Tell me. Kimulekawa. Because twava mu kino ekifaananyi, we went from this. We went from this to that. From this to that. Mu just seconds nga tuli wano, mu just seconds twali wano fenna abaaliwo nga mulaba. We went from this to that. So this is what I'm talking about when I talk about artificial intelligence. Nti ekola ebintu ebiri amazing. by'otasobola kulowoozaako obanga oli eyo, so most of you who are not embracing artificial intelligence at this moment, you're going to be left out. Trust me or not, you are going to be left out. The best thing I would advise most of you is to just jump into artificial intelligence and at least learn something from it, because learn how it can help you if you're a professional, how it can help you to scale up in your job, to improve, to work faster, to increase productivity, things like that. And you can do it yourself by asking or prompting artificial intelligence. You can use ChatGPT. The free version is very good. However, I normally tell people, however much artificial intelligence is good, but remember, it is also a machine. So at times it won't be perfect in each and everything that you want, in each and everything that you want. So I will mention some of the best AI tools that you can use out there. Ezimu za bwerere, endala si za bwerere. Of course, nga mulabye ebifaananyi bino bye tukoze wano, nga sinnabababuulira bintu ebyo byonna. I've told you tukoze olwaleero ebifaananyi bisatu. And we started from here. Nga tubuuza artificial intelligence ekibuuzo ekyangu ennyo, a very simple question that we asked. Ne tugibuuza, tugigambye create an image of this lady standing in the city. Ne AI tabadde mubi n'atuwa ekifaananyi ky'omukyalo oyo ng'ali mu kibuga, ekifaananyi kiikyo. Nga tukoze just ka statement. N'olwokuba tuli mu kuyiga ngeri ki gye tusobola okubeera nga tujjayo ebifaananyi ebirungi nga tukozesa artificial intelligence, ne tusalawo ne tugamba katwongeremukko okuginnyonnyola ku kye twagala mu kifaananyi, ne tuddamu ne tugiwa ekifaananyi ky'omukazi y'omu. But ku luno ne tugigamba nti Sebo artificial intelligence, tusaba you create a cinematic portrait of a confident woman using the uploaded image as a reference for face and identity, standing in the futuristic Tokyo street at night. Ne twongeramu ka lighting, neon lighting, ne twongeramu akakuba, rainy atmosphere. Ne tugamba tufune ultra realistic face yaffe esobole okulabika nga y'emu mu kifaananyi. Then shallow depth, tubeere ng'ekifaananyi kiri compact ng'omuntu alinga yali akutte essimu ng'agyesemberezza nnyo, naye ekifaananyi kino ne tukisaba kibeere mu resolution ya 8K. AI naye tabadde mubi, n'atuwa ekifaananyi kyennyini nga tamukyusizza na kuva mu vesti ye, nga we mugiraba tagikyusizza vesti ye nga we yabaddemu, kuba tetwamugambye, tetwamunnyonnyodde nti ate teekako kino kyakwambala kino, no, ng'ali mu vesti ye bulungi nnyo, n'atuwa ekifaananyi kyekimu. And the same thing happened when we decided to say, artificial intelligence okola bulungi era otukoze bulungi nnyo, ne ku mulundi guno twagala twongeremukko ku bisoko, mu nnyambala, mu feesi, n'awantu we tuli. Ne tugamba katukuwa ekifaananyi kyekimu eky'omukyalo oyo, ne tugikiwa. Ne tumugamba ku luno katunnyonnyole nnyo, tutya, ne tunnyonnyola prompt yino, use attached image as reference for face and identity to generate a full body ultra realistic portrait of a confident elegant black woman standing indoors. Kitegeeza tuli munda mu nnyumba, tugiwadde n'ew'okubeera in a modern art gallery hallway oba hallway. She is wearing a luxurious figure hugging. Osegeera. So twongedde okwongera okudescribinga environment, so fully embellished with fine crystals ne tuziteeka ku kiteeteeyi ekyo kye twagala, that shimmers under soft studio lighting. Ne twongeramu ne kalight, ne tuka-explaininga colors z'olugoye zonna, sleeves the clean and sculpted. Then the waist is cinched, highlighting an hourglass silhouette with delicate blue beaded drapes cascading stylish over the hip. Ne tumuwamu ne kafiga mu kifaananyi, tumuwaddemu ne kafiga ne AI ne tuginnyonnyola buli kimu ne resolution gye twagala ne angle gye tukyagaliramu ekifaananyi. Naye AI tabadde mubi, n'akwata face y'omukyala n'agiteeka ku kifo twagala nga bwe tukyagala. And that is how you come out with a better photo or a better image. So this is all about prompting and how AI can actually create images, you know. So yene engeri yokka tewali engeri yonna endala eri sophisticated, just olina kumanya principles ezo ze twogeddeko ng'ocreatinga ebifaananyi ne artificial intelligence. So kambaweeyoko ku AI image tools ezikola ebifaananyi bino. Esookera ddala ng'ekolera bwereere ye Gemini. Esobola okuwaayo ebifaananyi 5 olunaku ng'ebikola. Osobola okutandika okutrainingira okwo mpola nga bw'olabye bwe tuyiseemu. Vidiyo eno newe mba nvuddeko live ejja kubeerayo ku YouTube channel yange. Osobola okugenda n'oddamu n'ogyerabira bulungi nnyo n'olaba steps zino ze tuyiseemu, you know. Then tulina ChatGPT naye esobola okuwaayo ebifaananyi 3 olunaku nga bya bwereere. Then oba oyagala ebisingawo awo Airtable eyagala ate obeere ng'osubscribing oba ng'osasula. Then tulina Midjourney, eyo yakusasula, esobola okuwaayo just ekifaananyi nga kimu eky'obwereere. Tulina endala eyitibwa Stable Diffusion, nayo esobola okuwaayo ekifaananyi kimu. Adobe Firefly akuwa ebifaananyi bingi, bisobola okubeera ne 10 naye bibeeramu bulogo era nga bw'olaba ekya Gemini. Naye nja bakolera vidiyo endala namba okubalaga bulogo obwo obujjamu otya, waliwo ka software kooteekamu ekifaananyi ne kibeera kikyongo ki-owninga nga tikiriimu, oli kumanya nti wakikoledde mu Firefly oba mu Google Gemini. Then tulina Canva yo eri sophisticated, abantu abamu tebamanyi gikozesa bulungi nnyo, naye nga erimu artificial intelligence nyingi nnyo nga hygiene eziri embedded munda mu Canva. So nayo esobola okukola ebifaananyi, naye yo ebifaananyi ebirungi okubijjayo bulungi ebikola nga oyina kubisasulira oba oyina kubisasulira mu Canva omwo. So ChatGPT bw'oba ng'oli mutandika ng'otandika butandisi gye wandibadde osoose okukola oba gye wandibadde okola okozesa okusingira ddala, kuba yo yabwereere buli lunaku. Oyinza n'okubeera n'accounts nga 3 n'oba ng'ofuna ebifaananyi 9. So Midjourney eyo ya high quality art, abagala okukola artistic photos, abagala okukola zi canvases ezo ng'oli omala ogikola bulungi nnyo n'ogenda n'ogiprintinga either ku lugoye oba n'ogiprintinga ku kipapula n'ogiflaminga n'ogitunda ssente nnyingi. Abo abakozesa Midjourney basobola okuba nti bakozesa oyo. Then Stable Diffusion, it is for advanced customization waba pro. Canva, fast social media content, abagala just fast social media content, abagala okukola like videos ebyo bityo. Then Adobe Firefly naye is for commercial designing. Yeah, abagala okukola like branding, adverts ebifaananyi, posters eza business ezi nga kuliko abantu. Adobe Firefly mulungi nnyo. So that's how we created these images. Noza namwe mukirabye, tewabaddewo kintu kyonna kiri awo kiri advanced nnyo okujjako okukozesa terms entonotono nga tugambye nti osobola n'okugattamu oba otandisa okubeera promptinga, osobola n'okugattamu ekika kya kamera gy'oyagala mu prompt yo oba mu bigambo wano ng'osaba AI ekufulumiza ekifaananyi kyo. Then osobola okugattamu emotions, for example dramatic, emotional, mysterious, ebintu ebifaananako bwe bityo. Then osobola kukozesa references nga cyberpunk style, pixar style, movie poster style, ezo bwe zityo references ezo. Ngera bwe nabagambye kati ezo references oba tozitegeera, kwata ekifaananyi kyeweegombye kyennyini okikuwaate okiteeke mu ChatGPT ogisabe ekudescribingira ekifaananyi ekyo, kuwe prompt y'ekifaananyi ekyo. ChatGPT ejja kuwa prompt eri fully nga buli kimu ekisengese bulungi nnyo, then prompt eyo gy'okozesa n'ogatta bugasi wali eri akagambo kukozesa identity y'ekifaananyi kyo kyo uploadinze nga reference to use the prompt ekule gwe nga bw'oba oyagala. So mu bintu bino nga tuproducing ebifaananyi bino mubeeramu mistakes ezisingira ddala. Ekisookera ddala prompts zibeera so short. Ekyokubiri too many conflicting ideas, ng'otaddemu ideas nyingi nnyo oyagala oba ofaanane ki oba kyegeera oyagala tofaananire ddala Beyonce nga tekisoboka oba ofaananire ddala Rihanna nga tekijja kusoboka, abamu mwagala. So then ignoring lighting, nga totaddeemu ngeri ki gy'oyagala mu kifaananyi kyo light ebeeremu. Then expecting perfect results instantly, nga ate oluusi osobola okuteekayo results ne zitajja. Nabagambye, if at all, for example, if you use a photo that has a lot of filters, you will never get the best output. Always avoid filtered photos. Avoid filtered photos. If you want AI to perfect your face, when you watch or see most of the images that I usually post on my TikTok here or my social media platforms, they always depict me as you see me right here. They depict me very well, the facials. Why? Because nakozesa ekifaananyi ekyasookera ddala kye nawa AI ng'etandika okuntegeera nga tekiriimu yadde ka filter n'akamu nga bondaba wano ntudde siinamu yadde filter. This is me, this is the same person you see. N'ebirevu bye ntera okubeera nabyo okuggyako nga nze agyagadde ne ngyongeramu oluusi ebirevu ne nkyusa ku nviiri, nze nga nze akyagadde, ebyo byonna nze abiteekamu ne nkyusa ku nviiri ne nkyusa ku kirevu ekyegeera. So bwe bityo okyusa engoye nga bw'oba oyagala, ngera bwe mulaba wano eno olugoye lwe tutadde ku kifaananyi ekyo ekiri waggulu awo bakye mulaba awo ekyomukyalo oyo tubikoledde wano eno. So those are the common mistakes, people. And AI image creation is not magic. AI image creation is not magic. Ekyo kyoba olina okumanya. Gwa nnyonnyola gwe. That's where prompting comes in, because prompting is a skill. Courses ez'obwereere zibeerako ku platforms like Udemy, platforms like UDX or EDX, zibeerako Coursera, kubeerako AI image prompting courses nga za bwereere osobola okugenda n'ogisoma ne bakuyigiriza engeri gy'osobola okupromptingamu artificial intelligence mu ngeri ez'enjawulo. Oba si kyo, yiga nange, tambula nange buli lunaku lwenzija wano nga nnyinnyonnyola ku bintu ebikwatagana ku artificial intelligence, ojja genda opiikinga naawe nga tolekebwa mabega. Other than that, abantu bangi nnyo have been left behind, So before we go even into our last or bonus sector or thing that I told you guys kyenabadde njagala obayitiramu wano ku last, let me send some shout outs to some people right here. Shout outs to Janato, Charlie Nafe, Poisi, Brighton Jolie ku YouTube, tukulaba Sembatia, thanks for joining live. The Explorer, n'abalala abayiseewo n'abalala abali ku For You page abatulabira ku For You page. Shout outs to you, because kino ekintu mukirabira ku For You page mu abali ku For You page, naye trust me or not, mugenda kutuuka olunaku nga mwejjusa obutayiga artificial intelligence, because buli kintu kyonna kye tugenda ng'etuzze tukyogerako nga bwenzize mbibagamba for the past 2 years bigenda kubeera nga bwe biri nakati. Nsonga lwaki nemera nnyo ku artificial intelligence, because this is where we are And so many people are so much ahead. So many countries are ahead of us when it comes to artificial intelligence. We on the African continent are the ones who are being left behind. In Uganda, I can tell you it is only actually it is Victoria University that I've seen inayo ku presentations obukwatagana ku artificial intelligence and how they are introducing artificial intelligence actually to some students. Naye nga university yonna babadde tebanatandika kusomesa bintu bino. Schools will start, but when, if at all you can help your children, nabagambye next week ngenda producing akatabo k'abaana okuva ku myaka 6 paka ku myaka 14, ak'abaana akakwatagana ku artificial intelligence and what they have to do. Start engaging your kids. Mu abantu abakulu mutandika okuyiga ku artificial intelligence. Nabagambye artificial intelligence yasse degrees ez'emyaka 5 emabega zonna. So oba omanyi nti wafuna degree mu myaka 5 okuva kati paka myaka 5 ng'odde emabega, zonna degrees ezo nfu. Mugende munoonye ku Google, mugende munoonye mbifo ebisinga byonna mujja kulaba companies mmeka eziwummuza abantu abasomye ba professions abasomye bayitirivu nnyo abakwatagana eyo mu bukadde. Companies mu America enkya n'eggulo kati zisuula abantu because of AI. Because bakuweera ky'omulimu nga customer care nga AI agent asobola okugukola even perfectly ng'ate takooye 24/7. Gw'olina okuddayo ewaka ofumbire simanya maama nduunye emmere oba taata nduunye emmere. AI tagenda kufumbira muntu yenna mmere, agenda kubeerawo ng'akola ebintu ebyo 24/7 ate ng'abikola perfectly and nga abikola even quicker or faster. So that is the thing. That's why I urge you guys to embrace artificial intelligence. Other than that, you guys are going to be left behind. And once you are left behind, it's always so hard to catch up. It's so hard to catch up. Banji nnyo ebintu ebimu ebyatuleka tetukyasobola kubikwata. Kuba byatuleka ogobako n'ogoba naye nga bali wala nnyo kati artificial intelligence wagenda okuba. I've told you guys emyaka 2 n'ekitundu emabega nababuulira nga mbagamba Uganda etandise okukyuka. Uganda etandise okufuuka ensi egenda okubeera nga controllingibwa remotely mu bintu ebisinga ne mu sectors ezisinga. Abasinga nga tebinnajja byonna nga tebannalaba na Ifris. Bagenda okulaba Ifris azze watandise okujjawo models endala. Kati abantu now they are getting more used to okusasulira ebintu ku mobile money kubanga sente zino ez'empapula ne zino ezaki bagenda kupandika okubanga tebajjazeesiga kuba muwulira abantu beekubira sente, abantu bakola ebintu ebyengerigeri. Before you know it, government ezaffe tezikulinda, zikugwira bugwizi kiyiifuyiifu. Okujagenda okulaba nga sente z'empapula baziweze nga bakozesa mobile money yenna yekka. Nga mulaba M-Pesa kati wakyaye nnyo wali eri mu ggwanga erya Kenya. Abantu bakyakozesa sente kuba omuntu ojjamuwa sente nga ne sente kati ziringa ziri awo ez'empapula abantu kuba bakimanyi zirimu obufere bungi nnyo bazicupula okukamala obumazi. Digital money mulaba abantu bayingidde nnyo digital money, ebintu bya crypto wadde birimu obufere bungi nnyo n'ebintu n'abantu abatabitegeera bulungi nnyo okubafera. So naye ebintu ebifaananako bwe bityo nti byonna artificial intelligence apevinze way ku bintu ebifaananako bwe bityo. Abantu abo abatunda ennyaanya, abantu abo abakola emidaala, abantu abo abakola ebintu ebyenjawulo bagenda kutuuka ekiseera nga teri gw'ogenda kuguza bintu ng'abantu basigala waka kubanga ensi egenda kubeera very expensive to maintain. Ng'omuntu asalawo at least okubeera ewaka alinda ebintu bijje ng'abigulira online than okukwata sente atekemu transport wa 3,000 okgenda mu katale atogula ennyaanya ez'ebbiri ze 5,000 obekege ng'asigala busigazi waka eri ne babimuleetera. Kati oyo maathi anaagenda okutuuka mu bwongo bw'abaddugavu abasinga ng'obudde bukola ki, ng'obudde buyise. That's why I urge you guys, the more you sleep, the more dull you become. Bino babagamba mbu weebaka simanyi obwongo bukola. Weebake. So, yeah, let me see lastly what we are going to be looking at. today we have learned how AI image creation works, how prompts control results ng'emulabye okuviira ddala ku kifaananyi ekyasoose, and the best AI tools nzibabuuliddeko, and how creators make professional AI images. So if you enjoyed this live session and want more AI tutorials, all you have to do is to follow me right here, and just tap onto your notification such that every time that I come live, you'll be notified that I am live. And you can as well subscribe to my YouTube channel, and we are live on TikTok and streaming at the same time on YouTube. So this video, this entire video, and everything that we went through in this video, the entire tutorial is gonna be on YouTube. So, and comment what other topic that you want me to talk about as far as artificial intelligence is concerned. And let me give you a bonus thing that I told you is to turn an image into a video. Ngenda kakonako katini just for you guys to see how AI is very versatile and complex, So let me show you guys. Now we are going to be looking, for those of you who are on YouTube, you're already watching it. So we are going to turn that image. We made that image yesterday. And those of you on TikTok, you're also now watching the same thing. So this image that you see right here, it was an image of me in a graffiti, and we made this image yesterday. Graffiti. So let me show you the image very well. Let me zoom it somewhere such that you guys can see it very well. Let me just zoom it such that you can see it very well for those of you. Okay, so this is the image right here. We made this image, or I made this image. Abalik YouTube, that's the image you see in the center. So we made this image yesterday, and that is me. That is my face in a graffiti, and we styled it right here when you guys were watching. We used just a prompt. Ngera wetukoze leero no typing ambo typings, then AI nekola ekintu ekifaananako ekyo. Nembawa example, nembagamba, for example, if you want to print out this image right here, ng'oyagala kiframinga kiteeka mu bedroom ya mwana wo, they would be very happy. Noba muteddeko nga face ye, they would be so happy. Noba gimuwadde nga gift ya Christmas, ajja kuba musanyufu nnyo. Kwata face ye giteeke ku kifaananyi kino otya. Kwata face giteekeyo nga we tutadde wano nga olabye tutandise. Kwata ekifaananyi ky'omwana wo, typingamu ebigambo nga bw'oyagala, nga bw'olaba prompt eno bw'eri. Omala typingamu wa AI image ekuwa ekifaananyi ekyo. Genda gye baprintingira, oba tolina printer nnungi nnene zisobola printinga mu 2K, bakiprintinge ku A3 oba ku A4. Size ya A3 ebeera nneneko, oba any size of your choice. Oyinza okuba nga oyagala kinene nnyo, oyinza okuba nga okyagala kagoye, baziprinting colors ziveeyo bulungi nnyo. Osobola ogenda ku nasaawa abaana balina ebyuma, so bakiprinting, bamala okukiprinting ofuna omwana wa flame, akiflaming okireetere mutabani oba muwala wo nga gift. Oba abawala, prompts ez'abawala nazo nziina. Ezo zonna they are premium prompts ezo z'olabaawo. Ate tewabeerawo science, mba nsobola n'okukuwa engeri y'okufuna prompt eyo nga tonsasudde, kuba mbamanyi mwagala nnyo ebyobwereere abasinga obungi nga tonsasudde. Ezo zibeera premium prompts z'olabaawo. So nzikozesa olw'ensonga nti nkimanyi bulungi nnyo nti abantu abasinga nange mba ntaddemu obudde bwange okuproducinga something like that. So obudde bwe mba ntaddemu okuproducinga ekintu ng'ekyo, mba njagala naawe ovaluing omulimu gwange. Yensonga lwaki prompts ezo nzikuwa nga ziri prompts 5 nenzikuweera just ku $1.5 ogw'e Uganda. Prompts 5 ez'ebifaananyi kati ng'ebyo nga za njawulo, kuba byonna twabikoze wano eno. nenzikubeera ku mutwalo gumu n'ekitundu ogwe Uganda. Then bano abaagala ebifaananyi ebya bulijjo just gubeera omutwalo gumu ebifaananyi bisatu, omutwalo gumu ebifaananyi bisatu kyekyokka nga nkolera. So ebirungi nga gwe oba oyagala bya birthday, oyagala birthday posters zo 15,000 tewaliiwo kulanga kulala. So let's change this that very image to a video or into a video. So now we are going to use one of my favorite platforms, and that's none other than Video Express. So this platform, I love it so much. I've created a lot of content using this platform. Era content nemo posting on different social media platforms nina YouTube images, YouTube channels ezenjawulo. So nkozesa nnyo oba oyagala creating a content ow'abaana, oyagala creating a channel ya YouTube ngo creating a content ow'abaana, this platform is very good. Oba oyagala creating AI content nga okozesa oyina for example gwe tuyita oba YouTube automation, this platform is very good kubanga erimu ebintu bingi nnyo nga bw'ogenda okulaba. So for example let's use this is a 3D. This is the 3D. So let's prompt what we want from the video. All you have to do is to ask AI to do what we want. So we want this man, we want the boy, let's call the boy in the image to move, to walk, let's say to walk, just like that. And then we say create. In a matter of sometimes a minute or two, this image will be turned into a video nga mugenda okulaba nga tukozesezzaako kokka katono bwe katyo, you know, mugenda kulaba kiki tutegeeza. So wano tuba tulina kgenda mu media library, and in the library tugenda kuba tusobola okulaba how everything is. This is our library, and we're having videos. Okay. Media lover. So videos. So in about a minute or two, the image will be turned into my AI videos. So this is what it is creating at the moment. It is creating these at the moment, and the video will come out. I think you guys who are on TikTok bakasiikiriza waggulu awo naye ng'eri mu kola video right now eddira ekifaananyi kiri kye mulabye eri mu kukitaaninga into a video. So, and those of you who are on YouTube, yes, for you mubiraba bulungi nnyo, and we are now on around 5%. It could take some few because ekifaananyi bwe kiba nga kirina art mungi nnyo, AI egezaako okwagala okukwata art oyo yenna yenna emucompacting bulungi nnyo ereme kutta kifaananyi kyo. So etwalamu obudde katuli ku 12%, 13%, 14%. Yeah, so sometimes eyinza okutwala like ng'eddakiika nga 2 ku bifaananyi ebimu, naye singa ekifaananyi kibadde plain yandibadde ekyanguya. Then waliwo ne AIs ezimu kati nga Grok, lwakuba kati bagituusizza efa nnyo ku bya ssente oba oba olina okusasula buli kaseera. AIs nga Grok zisobola okubeera nga zikuproducingira video mu bwangu, zanguyamu kozo okusingako ku platform kati ng'eno Video Express. Naye nga Video Express is very good, and ye ekirungi kyayo ogisasula omulundi gumu. Link weeri awo mu bio muba mwagala okugikozesaako oba okugitryingako. Kutryingako kubeera kwa bwereere. Link weeri awo mu bio yange, ogenda mu bio n'onoonya awali Video Express oba awali turn images to videos or create AI content. Ziri awo zonna software gwe nkozesa singa yenna wali awo mu mobile yange oba osobola okugenda n'omukoonako n'olaba. So we are now in about we are about to hit 50%, but let's try to wait a bit and see, guys. So how is everybody doing? Let me send some shout outs to some people who are on TikTok and those of you who are on YouTube. So video ya fewede, you're going to be watching it, but let me send some shout outs to Janat, Tone, Omudu Wasaba Sajer, Mahoro, Coffee Academy Ugambo Utia. Thank you for joining. Chris Wallis or Chris Walls. How are you? Sembatia, how are you doing? The Explorer, Maria, how are you? Yeah, so Nabaliku For You page my number to me deco for all of you who want to watch me on the For You page. Yeah, Mbamba to me deco. Yeah. So, yeah, now let's watch the video. Let's watch the video and we see what has been created. Well, let me just download this. You are playing the Mujirabe. Oh, yeah, okay. Even not downloading. Let me play it right here. Bosh. Look at that. 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 Ochiraba. Tesse kifaananyi. Ekirese netambuza omusajja ono ng'etwagisabye okukola era nga bw'olabaawo. You get, you know, kati bwemba njagala okukola nga njagala kukola ka video nga kawanvumuko era nsobola okukakola oba kano kennyini nsobola okukaloopinga size gye njagala ne minutes ze njagala ne nsobola okubeera nti nkola video empanvu mu kifaananyi obufaananyi. You get, mu kifaananyi obufaananyi. So that's how AI is magical, guys. You know, ndowooza nammwe abali ku YouTube of course mulabye ekintu kyekimu. That's how AI is magical. Mumbuulire ki ekirala kye mwetaaga obutakozesa AI ng'oyinza otya obutakozesa AI mu kiseera kino kye tulimu? Oba onoosigala ku ki mazima ddala? Tell me. Oba onoosigala ku ki? This is AI for you, guys. This is AI for you. So it's up to you guys to either embrace AI or leave it pass as it is. But me, I'm trying to show you guys how you can utilize AI and scale up, work faster, work smarter, improve, and get opportunities, because just knowing something like this that we've gone through from the beginning of this video can make you money. Except nga tomanyi kubala, it can make you money. So this is it's a business idea that I'm trying to put out there for free. People would ask you for money to go through each and everything that we've gone through from the beginning of this video. You see? So that's the case for today, and I hope each and everyone who has been here since the beginning of this video has benefited from everything that we've managed to go through mu videos zonna zetukoze olunaku olwaleero oba mu bintu byonna byetuyisemu olunaku olwaleero. So yeah, allow me to say goodbye and send my shout outs to each and everyone. Today tufunye abantu likes mutuwadde just likes 12 ne bantu mwenga bakodo ba likes. Yeah, we've seen about 165 people who have come through the video, and so that is very good. We'll be continuing just like this to improve our skills in AI. And if you want to scale up in AI, if you want to improve in AI, make sure you subscribe or follow me on TikTok or subscribe on my YouTube channel, because this entire video and everything that we went through in this tutorial is live now on YouTube. We've been live on both YouTube and TikTok, so you'll find the video there if you want to repeat each and everything that we've gone through. And for everyone that is new here, consider following me and subscribing to my YouTube channel and Frenzy. So please, yeah, that's it for today. And just let me know, do you think AI will replace designers? Let me know in the comments on this video in YouTube. Would you use AI for business or creativity? Answer those questions that I'm asking you guys in the comment section on YouTube. Should I do part 2 on advanced prompting? Do you want to learn prompting? Let me know in the comment section. Just be specific on the question that you want me to tend to. And then have you tried AI art before? Let me know in the comment section. And what type of AI images do you want to create next? I'll show you more about AI image creation. So please make sure you answer those questions in the comment section of the YouTube video that is going to be live the moment I end this live session or broadcasting on YouTube. So let me know, and I'll pick from those answers to make the next, or to produce the next tutorial. So thank you for today. We've been longer than 1 hour, I'm very sure, but it's also good. I'm glad that I've been having a lot of people here who have been very active and listening to each and everything that I had to say. So other than that, there's nothing more. I remain Andy Frenzy, and adios amigos. See you in the next one.